Hello, everyone. It's still Sunday, July 9th, 2023. It's 11:35 p.m. And so yeah, I didn't even pay attention to what time it was. And sometimes it's like after I start recording, then I look at what time it is a lot of the time. So like I just started to try to do a video, and then I realized it was 11:33. I didn't know. So then I deleted the video and waited a couple of minutes and then started back again. So that was not on purpose. So super early this morning, I guess. I went to bed at like 1:30. No, I'm sorry. My phone battery was kind of low. And I meant to say I took a shower, I took a bath. No, I mean, I took a shower at 1:30. I took a shower at 1:30 in the morning, and they squeezed my organs. It was borderline unbearable, but I was still able to get my whole shower, wash myself. And then my anxiety was high about the situation that with the Social Security. And then I went to bed. I went to sleep at somewhere after 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I woke up at 11 o'clock. But I think it wasn't until after 12 o'clock or almost 12:30 that I ate so-called breakfast. My anxiety had been so high that ever since I got the packet in the mail yesterday, I've been feeling both anxiety and depression, and my eating has picked back up. So I guess I've been kind of eating reckless ever since I got the received the letter in the mail that packet in the mail yesterday. So you know and then I didn't know that last night a perp sent me a bad message. I didn't notice until after this morning. So I put it in the community post screenshots of the perp. You know, I'm not sure if it was the fake Darnell Williams perp or if it was Kimberly Harper or who that was that could have, or if it was the perp who was harassing me yesterday. Or it could have been David Jane. But David Jane, he usually put multiple messages. But this person put just this one message with the fake account that said, drop a fake brand new account that said, drop dead candy in all caps. And it could have been Aquarium Doors. I don't know who the perp was. And then the perp with that fake account that said drop dead candy, the perp had put in the commented on one of my videos and said, you going to prison. And got more thumbs up on their fake abusive comment than I got on the video. So what makes people deserve thumbs up, likes, subscribers, and all that, for bullying, abuse, and hate? 'Cause, But y'all, the gang stalkers, y'all the ones who are committing a felony crime. Y'all the ones who deserve prison, the ones who are sitting there trafficking people. But y'all, you know, preying on my downfall. And you're very explicit with your threats and harassment. You're very bold with your threats and harassment and bullying. But at the same time, how come you don't show your real name, your real face, or your real identity if you think you're so bold? Y'all gang up on one person like a pack of wolves and then turn around and falsely say that I'm the coward for avoiding y'all and blocking y'all. So then but I only ate 2 meals today. I didn't eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I woke up so late. After 11 o'clock, I woke up. But then I I had cereal, those Chewies, another bag of those Chewies, and a candy bar. No, I didn't have any fruit at all today. No fruit today. And then after that, I after I ate breakfast, then I went back to sleep. I don't remember what time it was I fell asleep or woke up. But I don't remember if I took a nap and was asleep from either 1 or 2 o'clock all the way until probably 4:30 or 5 o'clock. I do not even remember what time it was. So then, like I so for dinner today, well, I mean, I split the chicken wings up into 2 days. And so I had 4 chicken wings yesterday and 4 wings today with the vegetable soup with the potatoes in it. And I had it again today. And also after I ate after I ate that, I had another bowl of cereal, the granola cereal today. So I mean, both meals today I had granola cereal. So I was quite nervous trying to do that product review or food review about the honey. Well, the honey was pretty good, but it tasted my anxiety was really high and I was really nervous trying to do that video, but it did taste like either wildflower honey or clover honey or just your regular ordinary honey, but it tastes a little bit it had like a mint or eucalyptus kind of aftertaste and that cool kind of feeling. So um I don't have any vanilla extract or anything like that, but you know, I really wanted to do something. Today, July 9th, I have to hurry up and drink up the milk and eat up the eggs before they go bad. So I wanted to do something really special. I mean, I don't have any spices or any I mean, I could go to the store and get them, but I'll just use what I have in here. And I guess I'll make like a use the barley flour, you know, if they don't, I'm praying and hoping that the barley flour will not have bugs in them. But I'm planning to make like a miniature bread loaf or cake loaf or something using the if I try to use the honey, eggs, barley flour, maybe a little bit of sea salt, and I probably could use honey, eggs, barley flour, milk, sea salt, and coconut oil, and see how it would turn out. But it might taste good. I don't know if I can make a bread or make some breakfast cookies or some cookies with it. Or, if I can make a bread loaf or some cookies or little muffins with it or something. Like little muffins that look like miniature cornbread muffins or something. I haven't decided yet. But I think I might make a bread loaf or something that resembles like a bread loaf with it. With the barley flour. So I worked on a little bit of writing today, not much. And so what I was trying to say was, I mean, I didn't realize that my tweet on Twitter was a typo or something that if they used the stupid word to make me sound illiterate or nonsensical. So I didn't realize until a while after I came back and looked and saw my typo. But so I'm feeling very overwhelmed, about the fact that they want to. I mean, the lady sounded not requesting, but she sounded very demanding in the packet of paperwork that she wanted me to send in this and that. Well, I don't even. Some of my information is in my storage unit. So how can I get way over there? But like I'm feeling overwhelmed and bombarded, and feeling a lot of fear. So feeling scared, the lady tried to pretend to be fake friendly and asked me, "Oh yeah, what kind of books do you like to write?" But she it was a couple of minutes after she tried to tell me that like any other Social Security worker would not have told me that. So she was just perping and abusing me and telling me any and everything. She was a perp that they set up because she called at exactly 11:33. And then she started to like get an attitude and be a bully. And then like I'm still trying to make a living from my writings anyway, because she doesn't have that power, or she's just a worker. She's not any manager or anything. She doesn't have that power to try to tell me that I shouldn't make money off my writing, or that I'm not allowed or I'm not supposed to make money from my writings. But if I would confront her about that, I bet you she would gaslight and lie and say, "I never told you you're not supposed to make any money from your writings. But they sent her to try to scare and manipulate me and try to treat me like a criminal. So they had a perp troll had that last night. It was obviously a white person, a white male that put the N word numerous times and then found a picture of the blackest man he could find. And then made an ignorant, illiterate sounding question about my social security checks. So, my social security and SSI is a good example of me telling y'all about the forced low income pretty much all my life. So, and I remember feeling in prison for years. Even when I was going to college, University of New Orleans, even when I was going there, in 2003 and 2004, I was wondering, why is it us people with disabilities, we're barely struggling to survive. We're struggling and barely surviving. And, I felt like I didn't even know about a government conspiracy or anything, but I felt like the government giving us so little bit of SSI and Social Security, I felt like that was, I always felt like that was so cruel and evil. Living nearly your whole adulthood life, getting less than $1,000 a month. But then they want to try to criminalize you for trying to work. And I don't have a vocational rehabilitation counselor or a Social Security ticket to work counselor to guide me or help me out or anything like that, or coach me or anything. And the ones that I did have, were oppressive and abusive. So, Miss Jane Weicker, she was the only one that was nice to me. But sometime after I turned 18, she got hateful and turned against me and started to act like an abusive, narcissistic perp. But before then, she used to love me and she never really gave me a problem. So, but they had this she was Chinese. A Chinese lady named Ben Lee Denton that was in Denton, Texas. She was married to a white man. She was abusive and narcissistic and did nothing but talk down to me. When you get voc rehab counselors or Social Security ticket to work counselors like Stacey Morgan, also in New Orleans, from the America Works program, an abusive narcissistic gang stalker. I talked about her abuse towards me in 2019. I talked about it. So that Stacey Morgan person and Ben Lee Denton, and I tried to use the Social Security ticket to work program. Everywhere I go, there's always abusive, narcissistic, Masonic gang stalkers who, try to tell me that nobody's going to hire me. Even the voc rehab, I already had a job, so I would get told that that I won't last long on a job. From that fake, crusty, Masonic, Kanisha Simmons Moultrie lady. part of the Delta Sigma Theta. She was part of a sorority. But that foreign lady had put stuff in her head, you know, and made her think a certain way. And then they had that fake psychologist, just like this Social Security person that kissed her lady. She put false information in my packet, stuff I did not tell her. And that's what narcissistic abusers do. They deliberately and maliciously and intentionally put false information on your record on purpose to inconvenience the perps. They do that on purpose to inconvenience you and give you another headache. So, you know, if they put in wrong information, you know, I mean, if I would have known this was going to be like this, then in 2018, I should have left Social Security to think I was dead. But I think that was part of the gang stalking too. The fact that they randomly, without warning, cut off my Social Security and SSI checks. Both checks they cut off. Talking about that they thought that they had on record that I was dead, or that they thought I was dead. I should have left them to think that. But I really would have ended up having to beg more. Like panhandle and beg more. You know. So, I mean, it was a black lady when you were able to call up the number, the 1-800 number. Now, they won't allow you to call up the 1-800 number anymore. They make you go to your local office. So with the 1-800 number, that lady, whoever was a black lady, when I asked her to change and update my new address on both the Social Security record and the SSI, and she attacked where the biggest amount of money was, the Social Security check. So she was slick, and she changed the amount on the SSI check, but not the Social Security check. So the fact that they said something about that, they sent me letters, to the old address. And, you know, when I go into the office and update addresses, phone numbers, email, or whatever, they on the website, they still keep my old information from nearly 10 years ago. They'll still keep old information on file. They don't update it. And like, I can't even go and physically to the office and just tell them or show them my address change. Because it's like, all I'm trying to do is change my address, and you sit there, and that's when they give me a hard time with the gang stalking and psychological games and gaslighting. Gaslighting is psych games. So, you know, if they leave me to have to come out of the office with an emotional meltdown, crying, and falling to the ground, you know, having a meltdown, you know, and they feel no remorse of how they treat you or how they make you feel. So they're trying to criminalize me and stuff like that, you know. If they feel a certain way, I would rather them not even send another penny to my bank account if they want to try to control how much money that I should be allowed to make, or control how I live. Like, this is ridiculous. I mean, I thought that with the Social Security, I thought that I was entitled. I get the letters, the award letter says that I'm entitled to that Social Security. So with the SSI, they want to put me through so much hell over $24, criminalize and put me through so much hell over $24 a month. that they haven't even been giving me until recently. So if you already have all this information, what are you asking me for? I already sent in all of my check stubs, all my work stubs and pay stubs. So why are you saying that you need such and such for such and such work job that I work when I sent it in? They're trying to make me have to work harder. So I'm sitting here feeling like I don't want y'all to send another fucking penny to my bank account. Don't send any fucking thing. Because why call it a benefit if you're gonna sit there and try to control people and trying to scare people with prison, trying to criminalize, hunt for an opportunity to criminalize somebody, and and they are vibrating my whole body. They're vibrating me. So I've been feeling like extreme depression, can't even function. I'm feeling like I can't function. I don't even want to contact Social Security no more. I don't want anything to do with them no more. I wish I could put a restraining order against all things Social Security. I want them to disconnect from my bank account. Fuck them. But I never would have thought or dreamed that they would have something to do with me ending up back homeless. I mean, I thought that I would have ended up back homeless behind the perps, like they threatened to do. Call up all the places of business and the front office and everything. I'm glad and surprised that hasn't happened. But they've been making those threats. So, Social Security needs to give everybody more freaking money rather than leaving people homeless and they don't even care to understand your situation. They are not compassionate with people's disabilities or anything like that. If I have Tourette's, they want to treat me like a criminal rather than having any compassion and understanding. They know what they're doing. So it's like, why work? That's like, a couple hours ago, I got YouTube video recommendations of instances of videos when people who worked at daycares or schools that physically abused disabled, handicapped kids. And people were saying that, why do they even go into this field if they know that? And I said the same thing. I did a recent video on that within the past month or two, talking about how narcissistic abusers, they go into fields like communal narcissists. If they go into fields of employment just so that they can abuse and exploit and oppress and hurt the disadvantaged. So I don't even know if they're trying to make, like, if I'm supposed to go to prison or go to jail for something I wasn't even sure of or I don't even know. So the lady lied. I'm going to say it again. She lied and made this false assumption and then tried to argue me. Trying to lie to me and say that I get these evaluations every year. And I said, no, I don't. I don't get these evaluations. And something like this is the first time it ever in my life happened to me. So I don't even get these reviews every year or these evaluations every year. And then she's like, well, the last evaluation you had was 2016. No, I had something in 2021. I don't even remember having it in 2016. I don't have any memory of having such a review, but I do remember having an over the phone review with an abusive lady when I was in Pensacola. And it was sometime in either September, somewhere between September and November. I don't remember what day. No, it was in November. And then they ordered for me to get a mental health evaluation. And I think it was March 2022. I think that it was March 2022. And the evaluators always say that they think that I'm really am mentally disabled enough that I do need to be getting the checks. But they do it as a way to mock me with calling me crazy. I don't even have to mention gang stalking or anything like that. But they be gang stalkers themselves. So, so I don't even know. I'm feeling scared about, having to get out of my comfort zone and may end up back homeless on the streets again. Or, if worse come to worse, them wrongfully locking me up in prison and falsely accusing me of trying to scam and stuff. As I said, I thought that with the if you're self-employed, I thought I remember hearing something about that you don't have to report it unless it's at least $600. But then I thought that they did away with that. So I don't know. I'm really confused. Like, I guess with this, I thought that they said that they don't count $600 or the first $600. I don't remember exactly how it went. But, so this lady is demanding to know all about my online donations and everything else. As I said, I got to go through all this suffering because I was homeless and trying to survive. This is really frightening to me. It's like I don't have any psychological, mental, or emotional or spiritual comfort right now. So, I've been binge eating, but and like just very scared about what might happen, and I don't know how far in the future. But as I said, it's not fair because nobody questioned the foster mom's fraud. I didn't even, like, when I was 17 or 18 years old, I didn't even apply for Social Security. The fake foster mom and the fake social worker, Miss Karen Pierce, they filed on my behalf without my consent, really. Because they didn't ask me if I wanted this. But I don't remember them talking about Social Security when I was 17 in high school. I don't remember that talk. But I do remember them trying to have me sign this paperwork talking about a trust fund from my disabled dad, meaning the biological dad, Arthur. But I was hearing mixed messages. Some people said that the trust fund had nothing to do with the SSI and Social Security, or that was something different. But the foster mom claimed that she put the trust fund in a CD. I don't know what bank it was from. I mean, what bank it was at. I think it was at Regions Bank. And she claimed that she put my but I never saw that money really. But she claimed that she put the Social Security back pay. She claimed, and I heard I was supposed to have gotten more than that, more than what I got. But she claimed she put that in a savings bond. I don't know what bank that was at, and she didn't show me the account. But they caught me and my twin sister while we were still minors and 17 years old. At first, the foster mom wasn't going to let me have a job, or let us have a job. But she caught me while I was still a minor, and then after I turned 18, she was still controlling enough with her name, being the head of my account with my own money. And then the money that I worked for when I was 17 years old, she made me hand over all my work checks to her. All because of something my twin sister did when my twin sister gave a girl that she sexually wanted. She gave that girl her first paycheck was under $30 or about $30. And because of that, the foster mom, and that was before I got my job. And so the foster mom, like my work paychecks, the foster mom used to force me to hand over my checks to her. So if that ain't pimping, trafficking, or slavery, then I don't know what it is. So the online perps are rejoicing, hoping that I will suffer and brag about how, candy's going down, while y'all serving Satan and participating in the trafficking. As I said, all I was trying to do was trying to survive. I wasn't even trying to break the law or do anything wrong. They are vibrating my organs right now. So, lately, for the past couple of days, they've been gang stalking me with police ambulance sirens, which they have not done that. And they haven't really done that with me living here. But in Pensacola, they used to do it really heavy with me being in a hotel or motel room. And it's like, I forgot that they even do that tactic. I mean, they haven't done it in so long, I forgot all about it. So, sometime tonight, a couple hours ago, I couldn't catch it on film because by the time I would have grabbed my phone and turned on the camera, they would have been already far down the street. So several times today or yesterday, because it's now 12:14 a.m. in the morning on Monday, July 10th, 2023. So I don't even know if that fake Social Security worker, she might be a rookie, and I don't even know how long she's been working there. But who the hell is she to try to think she got the authority to dictate that I'm not allowed, or I'm not supposed to be accepting online donations from people? They're too controlling. It's too much. And all they do is give disabled people crumbs. People shouldn't have to be disabled and homeless on the streets. But as I said, due to the gang stalking and the fact that they ran me out of the neighborhood, and forced me to be homeless, and they tortured me with the weapons so badly, that it was killing me. So, and the neighbors kept making threats at me. The police never did anything. Neighbors threatening me and making me feel unsafe. And so this lady, she the only one trying to make like, well, she didn't say that I can't accept online donations from people, but she act like she wants to see all the records of all the money that I've gotten or whatever. It ain't your business, you know? So then she did tell me that I'm not supposed to be making money from publishing and writing my ebooks and stuff, which I make almost nothing. But I think she's perping and lying and gaslighting and full of shit with that too. So, I mean, the Social Security Administration is satanic. It is not of God at all. They're part of the satanic New World Order. They're part of the satanic New World Order. So anyway, I was trying to say, yeah, so it's like 12:15 a.m. in the morning on Monday, July 10th, 2023. So earlier, quite often the perps were blasting loud music. And at least twice I heard the perps and the fake paramedics wait till they get near my house and then childishly turn on the sirens and pass by my house, and then after they pass by my house, then they turn it off. So y'all working for Satan, y'all should not have the authority to punish anybody or try to criminalize somebody, but y'all have a license to be a criminal. That lady called me at exactly 11:33 in the morning, which is proof that she's part of the gang stalking. So, she should go to prison. Put these gang stalkers in prison first, and then come talk to me. Because you have to have sold your soul to the devil in order to get that job where you can work for the government or work for the damn Social Security office. I mean, this lady who's just talking reckless to me and talking to me any old kind of way and tell me anything she wants. She's talking about that I'm going to end this conversation and suspend your benefits. Of course, that will make, and then, of course, you threaten to suspend my benefits to make me homeless again. Of course, I would cuss you out. They are vibrating my body so bad. And of course, that would trigger somebody's Tourette's. But the Bible says that you're not supposed to rejoice or laugh at your enemy's suffering. But the perps think I deserve to be punished with prison. You know, they were talking about that they will not sleep until they succeed at getting me put behind bars in prison. But if I tell them that they go into hell, then they would say that I don't have the authority to tell them that they go into hell. While they can count calories and play God with my life and try to boss and control and abuse me. You're trying to control my life and you're bullying and abusing me and you won't back off and leave me alone. But you have a fake conniption meltdown, a retarded, narcissistic, fake, self-righteous, fake, over-exaggerated conniption meltdown. If I tell you that you're going to go fry in hell. So my benefits being cut off, that's automatically me being back homeless again. Automatic. And as I said, if I have to leave here, then I'm gonna have to leave nearly all the belongings behind. Because I can't carry that stuff. I don't have a way to transport it or take me wherever I'm going. And I don't even think I'll be able to stay in Texas if I had to be homeless again. So I mean, as I said, I didn't even know. It seemed like when the what started, everybody was like 3 years ago. Everybody started to struggle, and the stimulus that was just very temporary. But what we supposed to do about the landlords for apartments and housing? They want 3.5 times the rent. And then they're raising the rent and deliberately making housing unaffordable. And I think that it never should have to be like for low income and disabled people to live in the hood in dangerous, unsafe neighborhoods. Where you're disabled and you're not a thug, but you're forced to live amongst them and you can't even get any peace. New Orleans Towers, that low-income disabled apartment complex in Algiers, that was considered a dangerous place to live. That was considered in the hood. They had an elderly lady. I heard that she was raped and stabbed by her own nephew. And so, as a result, I heard that they put burglar bars. Well, they did. They put burglar bars on all the buildings on the first floor. And I was having like nightmares and having nights where I couldn't sleep. I overheard rumors that the elderly lady, her nephew, came to visit her. And then I heard that he was on drugs and that he raped and stabbed her and then forced her to choke on her dentures. And he, forced her to, trying to force her dentures down her throat. And then I heard there was a lady, I wasn't sure if she was Creole, white, or Hispanic. And she went missing before Hurricane Katrina. I think her last name was Manego or something. But I don't remember her first name, but I remember her face vividly. So, it seemed like that the system with the eugenics and everything, the government never cared about the low income, poor, and disabled. I mean, to have elderly people living amongst thugs and gangbangers, in the hood. Unless it's the rich folks' gated communities or something, There's something different. But if you got a low-income, elderly, disabled place to live, it takes a long time to get on that list. And then, if you ever look up the Google reviews at Johnson Lakes Apartments in Pensacola, Florida, I was supposed to go stay there. but they told me that I made like $12, not enough to be able to afford to live up in there. And then they said that the place was full, but they have horrible, shitty landlords that those bad landlords who don't give a damn, and they don't live there, but they expect us to live there and pay such and such amount of rent. In New Orleans Towers, it was a very shitty place to live. I mean, that's a whole different video for me to talk about. So, I hated it living there. And I was being gang stalked really heavy over there too, you know. But the guy who murdered his elderly auntie, his elderly aunt, I heard rumors, people said that they found a bloody knife in the trash chute, in the trash bin. But then again, some people say it was just rumors or something. But and then I think I heard that guy was on drugs too, who did that to that old lady. But I've had crime happen, they were trying to set, I just got there and was new, and they were oppressive, abusive, and narcissistic, and they tried to set me up to get evicted, and I was brand new and just got there. And so and they slashed the tires on my car too. Kids were even gang stalking me at New Orleans Towers, and even the fake security guards and other neighbors, they were all gang stalking. And my twin sister, her husband would wait till I'm going to school to go and slander me to all the residents at that place. And then pop up at my house unexpectedly demanding money and trying to manipulate, threaten, and blackmail me. So, they manipulated and played all kinds of games, and I still don't understand why. If my twin sister feeling like, well, that's payback from, all such and such that we went through in foster care, but we were manipulated to be against each other. So, I mean, but I don't know, I'm just bothered by so many things right now, bothered by any and everything right now. I mean, so I try to limit my eating and try to not overdo it, or try to not eat so much. And I didn't want to have bad health problems and end up in an emergency room. So, I try to practice self-control despite how I'm feeling. But it's like I don't even have a way to get any emotional, psychological, or mental comfort. I'm sitting here feeling uneasy and uncomfortable, like as if I'm waiting around for to be executed or the death penalty or something. I mean, I'm sitting here feeling like I'm hoping and praying for this to all get straightened out. But then again, it's like I would get frustrated and feel like I don't want anything else to do with Social Security for the rest of my life, or SSI, or those people, or that agency ever again. And just like I said that I get frustrated and don't want to ever work another employment job ever again due to the gang stalking and workplace mobbing. So they would try to manipulate you to not want another job ever again. Or they'll try to, make it like to where you're not allowed to have another job ever again. So any government assistance, they falsely call it benefits, and people beg for it, but then it's not a blessing, but it is a trap. They won't allow me to be my own employer, the gang stalking network, because they turn everybody against me to where if I was trying to sell something, nobody will want to buy from me. Nobody will want to communicate or do business with me or nothing. So they're trying to criminalize me trying to survive and make a living and call it scam. But these are the same people who telling me to drop dead. Or they want the most horrible things to happen to me. And I haven't even done y'all anything. I don't even know y'all. So they're attacking my finances ever since I accomplished getting up in here. My phone battery is getting low. So, I mean, my anxiety is really high and I'm feeling so uneasy right now. you know, so the online gang stalkers, they're taunting and harassing me, talking about that I'm about to go to prison, and they're ready to rejoice at my destruction. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if fake Stephon Adams and that fake TIWatch.org, him and Starbrick are teaming up together to make another fake article about this, and then getting everything twisted up and mixed up and just wrong information on what I mean, for them to twist and manipulate and lie on purpose. They're the ones try to tell me that my ebooks and my writing is not work. Well, if it's not work, why would I still have to report it then? I don't even get that much money from my writings. If they told me I got $71 or something in 2021 and only $41 in 2022 from my writings, so I mean, for throughout the whole year. But, a lot of people don't support you if you're talking about gang stalking and being a targeted individual. So, they sent this lady to try to destroy and frighten and intimidate me. I can't even function. So, I don't know. I'm sitting here like very scared of the future and have no consolation, like nobody to console me or no comfort, nothing. So, it's okay for them to get away with so much hate. Like the lady that Miss kissed her or whatever, she needs to go to prison for the fact that she's participating in a gang stalking. And everybody at the Social Security, the New Orleans and the Tarrytown Social Security office, they all need to go to prison. All of Gretna police need to go to prison. Denton, Texas police officers need to go to prison. New York City police officers need to go to prison. Pensacola police and the sheriffs and LAPD in Los Angeles, they all need to go to prison. Y'all all part of the gang stalking and freaking trafficking. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is like messing up and ruining my mental health. And, I'm going to end up like in a very deep depression and like scared. Very scared. As I said, that she tried to criminalize me and falsely accuse me of knowing that, and trying to make like as if I intentionally didn't report. I didn't know I had to report the stocks and some of the other stuff. So, but she tried to be like, well, oh, you've been receiving benefits since 2002. That doesn't mean I know everything. But I mean, if all y'all here to do is bully and abuse, and I am sick and tired of being abused by Social Security employees. Y'all need to go to prison for how y'all abuse people. Y'all, a whole bunch of criminals working up in there. It was a black guy at the at the Pensacola Social Security office, and I went there for something simple. I don't remember if I went there to change my address or something like that. I don't remember. It was something very simple, and it was before the what started. And so he tried to play psychological games and try to rile me up and get me upset and thought it was funny. It seemed like every Social Security office worker is an abusive, narcissistic gang stalker. There's only a couple of nice ones. So, how am I supposed to survive and live? And I bet you the online perps, they will give this video a whole bunch of large number of thumbs down, and be desperate enough that they take 5 of their own accounts to do it. So nobody, that perp that made a fake new account saying drop dead candy, they're not going to take that account down for the harassment and that hate. YouTube does not do anything. But if I speak the truth or expose their harassment, then they falsely get my stuff wrongfully taken down. Nobody should have to live like this. Y'all sitting here trafficking me, and that is okay. So it seemed like it all started from me trying to tell them that when I came to this office in Victoria, I told them that I haven't received the SSI benefits at all, nothing, since June 2021. And that was when all this started. But at first, they gave me my some SSI back pay, and then for May, they gave me something, the $24, and then June, they gave me nothing to my bank, but on the website it said I got the $24 when I didn't. And then for July, they sent me only $2.50 for the SSI. And I'm like, what the hell am I? You might as well should not have sent me anything if you're just gonna send me. What the fuck can I do with $2.50? They're dumb. And I don't even know if a lot of homeless, disabled people have this problem, if they got a panhandle to survive, because Social Security ain't enough. SSI ain't enough. And they're raising rents, raising cost of living for everything. And I do not know a lot of freaking rules I don't know or don't remember. I mean, while you fighting to survive, you just trying to fight to live and fight to survive. Like, who the hell is thinking about when your life is on the line and you battling this gang stalking in a life and death situation, people trying to kill you, people trying to traffic you? Who the fuck got time to worry about some damn rules? But they don't give a damn. Just like the fake student loan, abusive, narcissistic, fake student loan people, or the credit card debt people, they didn't care about your suffering or financial hardship. But they will bully and harass and threaten you every day. You turn in your deferment papers, and then they'll lie and say you never sent it and give you a hard time and try to force you to have to do it again. Due to my homeless situation in 2011, they didn't even notify me, and I didn't know that my student loans had defaulted. But y'all won't even give me a chance to work and earn my own shit. I shouldn't have to be begging for donations. Let me make a living. Let me live. Let me be free and happy. Let everybody do whatever job that they want to do and to live happy. Rather than being forced to work at McDonald's. Who the fuck wants to like McDonald's? Who the hell wants to be scrubbing toilets at Denny's? Or do housekeeping at a hotel? I think that everybody should live happy and pursue their own dreams, as long as it doesn't hurt or destroy anybody else. But if you want to make a living off of trafficking people, no, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. I don't think kids run around and be like, hey, when I grow up, I want to be a gang stalker. No, somebody, if the parents push their kids to become perps, and then the children don't see that money. So I heard that when you get your child to gang stalk, you're exploiting and trafficking that child and pimping that child. But you don't care about your own kids. But you want the child to walk around with a blue t-shirt and khaki pants and red Jordans. Back then, people would say that doesn't even match. That's clothes that don't even match. So, yesterday, like last night or something, when I'm saying last night, I mean about 24 hours ago, I saw a targeted individual get arrested. Well, they put him in handcuffs, but they let him go. And he put up a video about somebody physically assaulting him. And it's like the police and everybody let the foreign guy put his hands on him, and he defended himself and fought back, and then they put him in handcuffs. But it looked like both of them were in handcuffs. But the guy was trying to defend him. The targeted guy, he was trying to defend himself. So they're trying to get all of us targeted individuals. So my phone is battery is running low, so I don't want them to cut this video off. So I'll see y'all.